You
Horns
are
forward.
You are okay. Horn.
Give me horns forward, bud. I don't even think you can hear me.
Say horns forward, Bubba. Show him horns forward.
Horns forward, bud.
He said,
What are you doing?
Say that. Show him horns forward.
Right here. Good job, bud. Good job. He can't even hear us. I'm telling Jorge, good job.
He's saying good job. Here, I'm gonna go headphones off here.
We'll keep it respectable.
No, go ahead. He's fine.
Okay.
Hi, I'm just playing the electric juice because I have to charge this.
You having the ball, boy.
Hey, can you show him horns forward?
Very cool.
No, you got to come over here. They can't see you. Come over here.
Yep. Too
Show
bad
him
we don't
horns
have
forward.
Jackie here to load up.
Then I just
Show him
want
horns
to
forward.
work with you.
What's up, buddy? Horns forward.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Hey, horns forward.
Good job.
Mine's forward.
Eso.
Look at DJ taking a nap.
Yeah, you kind of play.
I'm putting it out. I'm putting it out on page.
Put this out, guy.
Whoa.
He heard after dark. He said, "Oh, time to go to sleep."
Fuck yeah.
It's night time. What's up, buddy?
Look, he's drinking Alamo beer.
Yeah.
What kind of beer is it?
Alamo beer.
Bro,
Alamo Dome.
what's a good IPA?
Yo, you're
None.
asking the wrong person, man.
He is upset
Really?
going to the Alamo Dome.
Daddy, what happened here?
Really?
Yeah, in the mouth.
Yeah, I'm not an IPA guy. That would be
football
maybe this guy.
I'm not an IPA fan.
Yeah.
Where the
IPAs to me taste like cut grass. They're disgusting.
Cut grass.
Yeah,
Yep.
way too hoppy for me.
Yeah, I mean, I had an IPA when I went to the Defenders game. It was pretty, man. That gets you lit for sure. It gets you lit because I
Man,
already had a couple. Excuse me, I had a couple Dosakis and I had a couple Heinekens. Then I went and had that IPA. I was like, oh yeah, I feel it. I ain't never had it before. And then
I
I
can
had
see
it. I was
that.
like, oh yeah, I feel it.
So, can we just talk about how much the beer selection at these games sucks? I mean, Brahma's
can.
games, the only good one they have is
Well, I'm not too high on that, so you gotta let me
now
know.
you can talk about Wimpy or whatever his name is.
Wimby.
Whatever.
But
Wimpy.
so I mean, we went to the Gunslingers game, and freaking beer selection was complete garbage there. It was like,
That's the Gunslingers, bro. You can't even compare.
but no, even like the Spurs games, I think there's like maybe one booth that I've been able to get Shiner at or something. But I mean, it's been a couple years since I've been to a Spurs game, so I don't know what it is now.
The Alamo Dome had pretty good selection of beer. Remember there was that one at
They did have good selection.
No, you know what? No, they had
and they had liquor.
well, yeah, they had liquor, but no, they had the Brahma's beer, and then what's the one? My mind just went blank. The one from Philly, the oldest brewery.
Yingling.
So yeah, so they had that at one place, but at least the first game they only gave them like a freaking 12-pack or something, and they sold out.
They also had that one corner booth though, where they had a whole bunch of different things on tap. Remember on that one end zone? They had pretty decent beer there.
I don't remember that one. But.
And the
I'll show you next
AT&T
season.
Center, so I was there yesterday for the draft party. They stepped up. I mean, just for the draft party alone, they had pretty good beer selection. And they even have it now where, like, you just go to the fridge, you pick your beer, and you go to a machine and just plop it on the machine, and it scans it for you automatically.
Really?
Like, they
they'll
just
tell you
have
how-
What beer?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
There goes another minimum wage job.
Yeah.
All they have is one lady standing there like this, making sure you don't steal it.
We'll add that job back. She just oversee it.
Yep.
Just to make sure you don't steal it.
Yep.
So, but did y'all have you seen the food? Well, I guess that probably was just like a limited edition type of thing. Because the food that
What?
they had at the championship game, I wonder if they was going to.
Oh yeah,
continue to sell it.
that was a
We
limited
did.
edition.
Oh, you seen it after?
No, not after.
No.
Oh,
We saw the championship game.
Yeah.
I got two of the three items. I couldn't find that PB&J sandwich. I know it was at the same spot.
Oh, it
I
was
think they were just
delicious.
out.
You had it?
Yeah, I got the brisket.
I had it
and
all.
The other thing.
The brisket
I got
sandwich,
invi-
something like that, right?
I got invited to the tasting
Oh, yeah,
beforehand.
that's right. You did. Say that.
And it like the sausage sandwich was good. The brisket was good.
I bet you like
But
the
the PB and
sandwich.
J.
Damn.
Whoa.
You know what?
That is a
did.
perfect
I did.
segue. to
You know,
go into our
I heard
next
you last
spot.
week. You talking about wanting to go get a hot dog after the show. So you know,
Even
Even
more so. Even more so. So Brian Davis, BD, Jorge, what were some of the names that you were coming up with?
So
Like our private chat got like X-rated real damn quick.
So our private chat, you got to remember. So Jason only referred to you as BD, right? And
Yeah,
so
it's just crazy from a man saying that.
I'll go from clean to dirty on this, but
Like-
it started with Big Daddy,
Yeah,
right?
crazy.
That was clean,
Mhm.
and then it went to Big Dick,
That's
And then
crazy.
And
eggplant.
and then it went to just the eggplant emoji.
And
So
at
you
least-
are Brian Eggplant Davis now.
Yep. At least Jackie was calling you like baby daddy and
Or
stuff like that.
baby daddy was the
Daddy.
other one, yeah.
Man, y'all
Yeah.
gotta chill, man.
But
So,
we
so
were
should I change my on-screen name from BD to just eggplant emoji?
Nah,
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do
Yeah.
not do that. See,
Texas talking
That's
football.
way after
and,
dark.
and
That's
I
like
normally
midnight.
called him like big douche or big derp, you know,
Big derp, okay.
because we've been friends for 20 something years now.
Yeah.
But never once did I think of those other things.
I'm just here trying to help you out, man.
You are.
Yeah, I
you are
appreciate
definitely
it.
providing.
And the thing is that Jason was saying, "Oh, he might dip out early because he's got commitments." And Jackie was like, "Well, why is he dipping out early?" And I'm like, "He's got eggplant things to do on a Friday night. Like, come on."
Like,
So actually, I told DJ because he was the only one on when I was on. So my kid has a AAU basketball. It's like a big national tournament this weekend. He had a game at 5:00. He was supposed to have a game at 9:00, but that team apparently didn't show up and forfeited and stuff. So we, I got 9:00
Win.
free. So
Yep.
hey,
You got the dub.
yeah,
Thank God for that.
free win. So
Yep.
Free win. You don't have to waste gas.
yep.
hey,
100%.
talk
So-
to
And you
me.
know what you,
Although
what you
the
can do
freaking-
is
the
join
tickets for the
Wimpy
wristbands
Mania.
for the weekend
how much
tournament
you-
is
how much you
$50.
pay for that?
Huh?
Yeah, how much did you pay for that? That Marbach
$50 for a
Not
weekend
that,
tournament band.
that.
Oh, that
100? 0?
I want this shit, baby.
How you win that?
Well, because that
Raffle.
lady that was at the register turned her back and he just
Mhm.
grabbed it and went. Some
he
Marbach
took,
shopping.
he took the beer and threw it at her while she ducked. He grabbed the jersey and ran.
I will tell you that I am doing a and this is on my own. I'm not doing it official with either team, but a collaboration of a Spurs jersey with Brahma's branding on there, which is going to be pretty sick.
Really?
But it's
Ooh.
it's the San Antonio, what I call the Iceman jersey, with number 54 on the back. It says Brahmas, and like it'll have the vintage Nike one that like they usually have.
Mhm.
I'm hoping it doesn't come with this stupid self patch, because I hate this thing. But what I'm gonna do is I have a Brahmas patch that looks like this, and I'm gonna have someone embroider like iron it, or not iron, but like stitch it on there
Yeah.
with the like, instead of having this self here, it's gonna say Brahmas,
Mhm.
and then on the back side right over here, it's gonna be the secondary logo.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So it'll
Are
be
you gonna have like the Dwayne Johnson Brahma kind of thing on the back there, like the?
No, it's gonna be
Okay.
the secondary, like the SA
Yeah.
logo
The
that
Alamo.
like looks like a baseball team logo.
It
The
does.
Mission.
I like it, but yeah, it looks like a baseball team logo.
I mean, I call it the baseball logo.
It's supposed to be Alamo.
It's supposed to be the Alamo, yeah. Like, but they kind of do what they did with the Missions, or like the Missions I like their old logo, but it's like this is. I mean, have you seen the mission's current logo?
This was a train or some shit, right?
It ain't even a train. See,
What is it?
so I'm showing you right now.
Wait, ain't they supposed to be called the Chunklers or some shit? The Chunklers?
Well,
The
that's
puppy
just
tacos?
Chunkless.
that-
That's only
They're
during
the
a certain
flying
time.
Oh,
So-
okay.
this is their secondary logo. That and the one with the
What
Chile.
the fuck is that?
What the hell is that thing?
So
That's
that's
a
supposed to
coonskin
be
cap.
Oh
That's
yeah,
supposed
it
to be
is.
Davy Crockett's
Oh my
coonskin
God.
hat, and then the Alamo or a mission, and then that's the Chile with the mission right there. But this is
Hey.
what they use mainly. But what
I like
they
the
used
Chile
to
one
use-
better than the Davy Crockett
I
one.
thought they had a
Oh, you
train
like
or
the
something.
Chile, huh, Brian? I heard
Hey.
that about you.
Hey, got your Chile right here.
Chile Pekin.
What the fuck?
And see, this is what they used to have,
Brian
and I
didn't
think
even
this is
fake
way
it
better.
faced.
No, I thought I saw like a train or some shit.
You're probably thinking Round Rock Express,
Mm-mm.
but you would be thinking about trains when we're talking about Chiles.
Damn.
Whoa.
Hi. This is
Hi,
where
buddy.
the road can serve any meal. This
Yep.
is meal. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like cereal food.
I don't know when they
What are you looking at, Daddy?
had this old one. 2015 to 2018 was a pretty decent logo. That was right after the one that you showed, the kind of gold one with the Alamo.
This one,
Yeah, they had one 2015 to 18 that was pretty decent.
Okay, I think that's the one
but-
I'm talking about. Ain't no damn train, but that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that one.
this
Yeah, that one. That one's pretty decent.
No, the one.
Yeah, that one's the M in the missions. That one's not bad, but compared to what they're using now, does anybody even go to those games? Like when's the
Only
last time
for-
you
Can I
guys
get
went to a
some
missions
apple
game?
here?
No, I haven't.
When I was in like 6th grade.
Here, have some beer, buddy.
I went to a missions. I used to go to the missions game a lot when I used to work for State Farm because we
Yeah.
were like hawking like get a free quote for auto insurance kind of thing. And I realized that a lot of people that go to missions games are old timer people that have USAA, and they are like weirdly defensive about like their insurance company. And I'm like, it's car insurance. Relax.
Bro, my wife works at USAA and it's like a cult. Like once you're in, you're in. You don't
Well, that's the
go
thing.
anywhere
I
else.
have US. I don't have them for insurance because they're too expensive. But I'm in USAA. But like, I'm like, man, I could give a rat's ass about USAA. Like
Stop
they're
playing
my
in the
bank,
backyard.
but that's it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but
What
that's
time you want to go to bed?
No.
2 hours ago,
oops.
but it's Friday, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Get them all.
No, and
hopped
then
up.
my wife is she's going. So tomorrow, if y'all want to join us, we're gonna go eat barbecue at Orlando's around noon.
I'm upset with him.
I got a birthday party for the kids.
With Orlando?
Yeah,
Why? What happened?
because he made barbecue so damn good that I couldn't go to his place on Father's Day and get barbecue, man.
Oh, bro, no, I had the same thing. I had specifically said I want to go to Orlando's on Father's Day. You know why he was closed though, right?
Sold out.
Yeah, because
He
he
sold-
100%
he sold-
sold out.
He sold out before he was opened.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's that damn good.
Yeah.
I remember.
Have you had it, DJ?
Oh yeah, man. I'm working on it.
Oh, bro.
Go tomorrow at noon.
No, I said the kids got a birthday party. They going
Well, then
to
go Sunday.
You can't give him bus fare to go to that birthday party and go get you some barbecue?
Hey, If it worked like that, you don't work like that here.
Just drop them off and go get some barbecue. Come back, pick them up.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Then my kids gonna run the damn for birthday party. With daddy, looking for me.
Daddy's busy. Leave him alone.
What did you get when you went?
I would recommend the brisket. 100% is his top rated item.
Yeah.
Second would be the dino rib. Tied
So
with
I didn't
the
get to
pulled
try
pork.
one of those. I know I saw a few of them floating around, but those suckers look good though.
They are
I know
so
ribs.
good.
Okay.
Dude, so at the championship game, like we got to snag some pretty much first, right? Not like first out of everybody, but like in the first group, we got to get some with that.
And then the second group, and then
Yeah.
the third group.
Oh, y'all kept going. That's who ate all the fucking barbecue.
No. We were walking around getting people to come and try it. Like we spent at least half of our time going and introducing ourselves to people and then telling them that it was time to come get barbecue.
Yeah.
Like that literally is how the conversation go. Hey, how's it going? My name's Jason. I'm obviously, one of the Brahmas fans here. You guys need to come and try some barbecue with me. Like just like that. And I mean, we were giving it to the police officers, we were giving it to the Alamo Dome staff, and we were just plugging it the entire time. But I think he pretty much got tapped out before he was ready.
And it's what we basically did for him was guerrilla marketing, because his stuff, it's getting popular. It's getting the attention of people that he's been wanting to get the attention of. And he just got, like, one of his new beer partners is the Troy Aikman beer. And he wants to meet.
Beer? I didn't know they made that.
No, that's the DAC beer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, apparently he's gonna meet with Troy Aikman or something.
Oh wow.
And he's like, he wants to bring me into it, so I might meet Troy Aikman and be like, I mean, I was never a fan of yours, but nice to meet you, I guess.
Yeah.
Is Joe Buck really that boring?
Dude, Joe Buck sucks. And Aikman will probably never admit that, but when you ask him that, look for that little eye twitch, and it's going to give it away.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, great partner.
Yeah. So Brian and I actually have a Troy Aikman story. So I believe it was the first Commanders game, and Troy Aikman was there. And he was standing on the sidelines again. We're on the visitor side, and he came from that side, right? And so I'm, I just have this tendency to notice like the weirdest things. So I happened to notice that he was wearing, the old school, not really the old school, but like the typical cross trainer dad shoes. And I was like,
New Balance or Nikes?
No, they were Nikes. But
The Monarchs.
Ones that, exactly, the Monarchs. And I was like, multi-million-dollar guy, and he's wearing Air Monarchs.
Hey.
And I said something about it on Facebook. I was like, is that a sponsorship for the shoes, or is he just really tight with his money or something? And dude, we got ripped on so much because I made a comment about the dude's shoes. And I was like, you fans are dumb. Like,
they protect their guys, man.
It's just a comment. Settle down.
As a Cowboys fan, yes, a lot of our fans are dumb.
Yes. What was that about football etiquette? And I didn't.
My son decided to put the one about football etiquette. So don't talk bad about your guy's quarterback.
Oh yeah, he said try going to an A&M football game.
I completely missed that comment.
So I graduated from an institution that has the name Texas A&M, but I have a bone to pick with A&M College Station. All right,
sucks.
And they do. No. How would you feel? How would you feel about this? All right, so I went to Texas A&M Kingsville. Not my choice to call it that. I would prefer to call it Texas A&I still, which I still do. Anyways, my student ID says Texas A&M Kingsville on there. Now, I went to one of the student unions there in College Station, and I wanted to play pool with my buddy who was a student at College Station. And it says on there, you must present a Texas A&M student ID in order to rent a pool cue. It did not say you had to present a Texas A&M College Station ID. It just said you have to present a Texas A&M ID. So I do. I present my Texas A&M Kingsville ID. And the dude that's working behind the counter, I call him World of Warcraft or whatever. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. I don't know who you think you are, but just because your ID says Texas A&M doesn't mean that you're one of us. Okay, I know you want to be, but you're not. So
No
I'm not going to
way.
give you a pool cue." And I'm just like,
all right, he's a dick.
I was like, "What's this Aggie honor code that you guys always talk about, douche?" And then, like, I didn't get my pool cue. But I was like, "Man, F this guy." And he heard me cursing it up and, like, leaving. And he was just like, whatever. It was also, like, 1 a.m, so nobody cared.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I've never liked Texas A&M, and that just didn't help.
Well,
So-
I went to A&M, so
I wasn't – even though my ID says Texas A&M, clearly I'm not an A&M student.
So, as a fellow Texas A&M grad, I'm the offshoot of the reject school, right? Texas A&M San Antonio, offshoot of Kingsville, which is an offshoot of College Station, right? I don't like telling people I graduated from Texas A&M at all. Okay, I much rather would have said I graduated from UTSA. My degree wasn't in the right to go the A&M route.
No, why do you need this?
College Station, right? There's some history there, you know, blah, 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 whatever. But there are some douchebags. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
no, that guy was a massive thief.
yeah. Well, and I mean, the same thing could be said about UT, probably just about any college that has that kind of history, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Rutgers
UT has
or-
way more douches than just because it's in Austin.
I believe it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Austin.
It's
It's
Austin.
Austin.
I've had a hell of a lot more fun in Austin than I ever did in College Station. That's all I'm going to say.
That is true. It is more fun in Austin than in college. But there's also more to do there.
Hook 'em horns.
But
It's also a
I
lot
mean,
bigger.
I used to be a Longhorns fan. I mean, I guess I still kind of am. If I had to pick, I'm not big into college football. If I had to pick a team, I guess like I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I'll go for the Longhorns. I'll go for the Roadrunners. I also have a soft spot for the Utah Utes because I was a student there for 2 weeks. I get the alumni email, so I'm like, I'm an honorary alumni then.
Yeah.
But like I was gonna get my MBA at the University of Utah. I got accepted. I was enrolled, and then the first payment came, and I was like,
Ooh.
"Hell no!
Ooh.
I'm out, y'all. Deuces." And this was for an online MBA. It wasn't even like in person. And yeah, it was $45,000.
Wow.
And I was like, deuces.
So kind of like DJ when he tasted his first beer, he was like, "Ooh, no."
What the fuck? This dude, man.
I mean, the balls to charge $45,000 for an online school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's the Utah Utes. I mean, it's
The
not
two
even like a
Utes?
big name college.
It's coming up though. Pac-12, a lot of people rank because they got them top 3.
But see, look, I get emails like this all the time. This is an old one. I just searched for alumni.
You
But,
should go
yeah.
to one of the homecomings just for the hell of it,
I'll be like, yeah, what year did you graduate?
Mike Newport.
His mic said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
That man said,
But-
"Whoa!"
I'm just like, I'll go up and be like, what year did you graduate? And I'm like, well, I didn't graduate, but I was here for 2 weeks.
Look, I got the emails. I got the emails.
I got the email.
The alumni email.
Yep. I know where the student center is. That's all that matters.
I don't
Can I
even
rent
know
a
where the student
pool
center
cue
is.
here?
Who wants to play pool?
They're gonna put you out, man.
Yep.
Well, at least they drink on that campus, unlike the campus a couple, an hour south at BYU, where you get kicked off if you drink.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, where
Don't
is
even
it?
think about that.
Huh?
Where is it?
BYU, it's in
Brigham
Provo.
Young?
It's a 1 hour south of Salt Lake City.
Oh,
It's a Mormon college.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and like you have to sign an honor contract that basically says you won't drink, you won't have premarital sex, you won't
Really?
do
Well, why
like
was
all
Dan
sorts
Wilson doing all that in the
Well, they do it on the down low, but if you get caught, you get kicked out of school.
Yeah.
So you can't get a scholarship to go there, and yeah, that's crazy. I'm thinking about it now.
Oh well, they'll
hang on.
give you a scholarship to go there, but you have to be like basically say, "Oh yeah, I'm Mormon."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you got to be a Mormon.
You
You
got
You
gotta
don't
say that you
have
are.
to be, but like you basically have to say that. Yeah, exactly. Say
Yeah.
that you are.
And you got to be a prude, and you've got to
Yeah.
not do all the fun stuff that you're supposed to do in college,
Right.
Oh wow.
right? But
They do a lot of drugs there. A
Right.
lot of drugs.
I'm sure.
morality clauses in contracts for scholarships are not unheard of. I mean, we know several people that have, played for UTSA that have gotten kicked off because they've gotten their girlfriend pregnant or something like that, or bigger name schools, the exact same thing, right? They're trying to get you to be the best that you can be. They can get the most out of you for their program, obviously, right? Because they're giving you free schooling. They just want you to be there the full 4 years and behave and do your thing.
Right, but that ain't
Versus Texas State, who basically did the exact opposite.
This is the one in Houston, right? This is the one in
Yeah.
Houston.
Texas
No, it's
State,
San Marcos.
No,
Yeah.
San Marcos.
yeah, it's like 45 minutes
Ooh,
north of
okay.
us.
You
It was
used to be Southwest Texas.
It's
No,
another
you're
Texas
thinking
school in
you're
Houston.
thinking
HBCU.
Texas Southern. You're thinking Texas Southern.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Texas. Oh yes, their baseball team was good though recently.
Texas
And
Southern,
maybe-
yeah.
Yeah, man, I
Yeah,
think
the one in
last
Houston,
year,
yeah.
a year or two. Yeah,
Yeah.
their baseball team is pretty good.
Yeah, Texas State's.
They got the burgundy color logo, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
that
cat or some
Bobcat.
shit, Bobcat. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really should just be a beer mug, because all they did was they changed the name, and everybody still did the same shit.
I mean, back in the mid 2000s, for what, like 4 or 5 years in a row, it was the #1 party college
Oh wow.
in the nation. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Back in
dated
my
a
Okay.
girl.
Well,
heyday.
let me
boys.
ask y'all this though, since y'all been here for a while, has anybody like famous came out of there?
From those
From
schools.
Texas State?
Celebrity, yeah.
I don't know
Not that I
about
can
Texas
think
State
of.
because I didn't go there, but like Eva Longoria graduated from my school.
I said Texas.
She was
State.
Miss Tamook. But I know I don't know about. I didn't go to Texas State, so I don't know anything about like their famous people. But I know my school has one celebrity, which is Eva Longoria.
And what school was that?
Texas A&M Kingsville /
Where is
Texas
that?
A&I on the King Ranch, about 30 minutes south of Corpus.
Damn, that's
Damn. Okay.
George Strait went to Texas State.
Who?
Back
George
when-
Strait?
George Strait, Emilio Navarra, Charlie Robinson,
Bunch of music stars that couldn't afford to go to UT.
sports. Wayne Coffey. I don't know who the hell that is. I'm trying to look for recognizable names.
Powers Booth, Tracy Scoggins,
Shawn Michaels.
Eric-
Shawn
Eric-
Michaels.
The wrestler?
Eric Greaves, which was
Yes.
Big Brother
Whoa.
15 contestant, came in 8th place. So, really big name people.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Lyndon
I'll-
B.
sarcasm.
Johnson?
That's definitely sarcasm.
Lyndon B. Johnson graduated from Texas State.
Who?
he did. President
One of-
LBJ.
Yeah, one of the presidents. Like half the state is named after him.
Oh, really? One of the popular presidents, right?
No, not really.
Looking for right.
You never heard of like Lady Bird Johnson National Park and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his wife.
Yeah. She's probably as famous, and she was
Yeah.
just his wife.
Yeah, actually, a lot of
I
NFL players.
I never heard of that before, right? I'm just playing.
No.
So
A few NBA players.
What NBA players?
Jeff Foster, which he went to he played for Indiana. He went to Madison.
Oh, yeah, I think he was on the team with Jordan too when they went 6-0.
The what?
The what?
The what?
I said he was on the team with Jordan when they went 6-0. In the
Maybe.
finals.
No,
Huh?
no. He played for Indiana.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying he went to Chicago. He played for Chicago.
Did he?
With Michael Jordan. Yeah, they won 6 chips.
Let me see. No, he played for Indiana his entire career.
Who are we talking about?
Man, I'm messing with y'all, man.
no, you want to know some legends?
His wine juice
that-
box is hitting hard now.
Apparently, yeah.
So these are the guys that came out of my college, and these are names that you guys will recognize:
You already-
Gene Upshaw, John Randall, Darryl Green,
Wow.
NFL Hall of
Wait, Texas
Famers,
A&M Kingston?
Texas
Darryl
A&I
Green?
University. Yes, he graduated from Texas A&I University. Played under
Texas
Bill
A&I.
Stanky.
Hmm.
It used to be called Texas A&I University. Texas A&M brought it into its
What did
system.
A&I stand for?
Arts and Industry.
Okay.
And then in '89, Texas A&M brought it into its system, and they were like, "Oh no, you guys can keep your colors and identity and name and blah blah blah." And then in '94, they're like, "Yeah, no, screw that. You're Texas A&M Kingsville now." And I think next year they're opening up like a time capsule from like the last year of Texas A&I at like the homecoming game or something like that. And yeah, it's gonna be like a big deal, kind
So when-
of.
It was
said-
94 when that happened.
Or I think it was
I thought it was like early 2000s.
When y'all
no.
said-
It was in the '90s.
When y'all
Really?
said that Texas State was the opposite of what college were you talking about?
BYU?
Yes, when y'all said
Yeah.
Texas State was the opposite of BYU, what did you mean? Like, how was it the opposite?
They'll like kick you out if you don't drink a lot and get people pregnant.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like your entrance exam is how many rails of coke you can do.
And then here's the sad part: if you somehow manage to flunk out of Texas State, usually you end up at A&M Kingsville.
Sadly, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
Wait,
get a
so you
lot
gotta
of
go all
rejects.
the way down south, man, to continue school.
That's your punishment is you end up living on the King Ranch. and
Wait,
going
what do you have
school.
to do? What do you have to do that bad to be able to get transferred to a school like that?
Just like literally not show up.
Yep.
Like basically be like so. All right.
Pull
so
Fs, pull trains.
there was a guy who played football for us when I was in when I was there. He was from Hollywood, California, right? His name was Fred Hollywood Winborn, right?
Mhm.
And this dude was like NFL caliber running back because like he flunked out of his old, I don't even remember what school he went to, but he flunked out and he ended up at Kingsville because that was his like last resort school. And they were the only ones that would be like, yeah, we don't care if you flunked out, like just come here. That dude legit, like, he didn't show up for class. He didn't do anything. Like, he did not do a damn. All he was there was to play football. And he still managed to get flunked and got kicked out of the football program. I'm like, when you flunk out of Kingsville, bro, like, your next step is prison.
Is that like a community college?
No, it's
No.
a university.
Oh wow. So what's the difference between that Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, and like Texas A&M, San Antonio.
They're
A
just
lot.
they're like
Oh,
they're
there's a
just
lot of
different. Yeah, it's like UTSA and UT Austin. Like they're all part of the same system, but they're just different schools.
So, like A&M Corpus Christi, they focus more on like the marine sciences and stuff like that. Obviously, because they're at the beach.
Right.
A&M San Antonio focuses on
Balling
I
on a
don't
budget.
Yeah, I mean that's about all. That's about all I got from my time there.
So I had to look for the quote because I remember hearing years ago about the Cardell Jones. We ain't come here to play school.
We ain't gonna play
Yeah.
school. So that was wild. We ain't come here to play school.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
And then what are you gonna do in the NFL?
I
he didn't play
mean,
nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be mean. All right, fellas.
Hey, this is after dark, man.
This
That's
is
true.
this is only horns right now.
Only horns.
That's
That's right.
only horns.
Make sure y'all subscribe. It's like no.
Yeah, y'all subscribe to Only Horns, where we talk shit about everybody and don't care.
Everybody.
I'm-
we charge you to talk shit about everybody.
Hey, you know what? Pay an extra fee. We'll talk shit about you too.
Hey,
Yep.
you want
I'm
to
gonna
get paid,
get-
don't you?
I'm gonna get kicked off of YouTube for this podcast.
Well, not yet. Let's wait until Jackie gets on, and then we can get kicked off.
This gonna be crazy.
Which
Yeah.
she's logging in from Oregon next
Yeah.
week when she's going to be on our Only Horns show.
She'll
Just a
be
little
sparking it
disclaimer.
up.
Maybe it's legal
Hey,
there.
it's legal. It's legal there.
Is it really though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
recreational.
not. It's not enforced.
No, it's legal.
recreational.
It
It's
can't
legal.
be legal. There's a federal law that supersedes any state
No.
law.
Screw
there
federal
is.
law.
Well, that
Look up
he's
the
got a point.
marijuana. Yeah, look at the Marijuana Act of like 1936, I think
Yeah.
it is, or something like that.
Yeah, like the thing is that like it's like Obama said. He's like, we got bigger fish to fry,
Yep.
You know,
like
Speaking
Fred's
of-
fish fry.
Like
Yeah.
like Fred's.
where you buy your fish by
and
the
your
ounce.
marijuana.
By the ounce.
Oh,
Is it still open?
You ever had Fred's fish fry? You ever had Fred's fish fry on weed?
Let's see. What time do they close?
Are you about to go through?
Yeah, I mean that's
They're already closed.
What time they close? They should be 24 hours. Shit.
No,
they should
They
be.
they close at 4:20.
they
Oh!
they might be for 24 hours if you know the secret knot.
Yeah.
I thought they closed at 8:00.
There
Sheesh.
you go.
Sheesh.
Sheesh, hashish.
Hash.
No, you know what? It's a new 24-hour restaurant that's not far from my house. It's this place called Savvy Sliders.
What the hell?
Yeah, they just
That sounds like
opened
a
up today.
bougie place.
That sounds like a
No, like all they do is they serve sliders, and it's in an old Jack in the Box.
that sounds like
it used to be-
a glory hole place.
Bow, chicka, bow,
Well,
bow.
If you go to
How
the
savvy
area,
can you be?
if you go to the area, I'm sure
VIP
you'll
in
find
the
a
back.
glory hole there.
Wait, did you say savvy or scabby? Because now I'm getting a little
Savvy.
concerned. Okay.
Scabby sliders.
But they say it's 24/7.
Marbach Marketplace.
That's right.
And I might actually take my boy, since he's not asleep, and go get some dinner at Savvy Sliders since they're 24/7.
Ooh. Okay.
Junior's
You'll have to
first
let
glory
us.
hole.
You'll have to let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's last week it was my 9 inches long hot dog,
Whoa.
which
Here
How
we
was
go,
was, how was
bragging
that big
again.
wiener for you?
it was delicious. I had one yesterday too.
I wouldn't repeat that if I
Dang.
was you.
Insatiable.
I wouldn't repeat that if I was you.
He will. 100%.
You said he
I
would.
had a 9 inches long hot dog yesterday, and it was delicious.
9
You got-
inches
you
of
got-
meat in
you
his
got- you got-
hands.
You gotta say pause, man.
Big old 9-inch wiener in your mouth.
9 inches. Can you handle 9 inches long?
No, but Brian's a bigger fan of having Five Guys in his mouth.
Right. You know,
Oh,
Hey man.
see that old post? Five Guys, great in my mouth, not great in my tummy.
Yep. Hey man, you wanted after our show, man. This is the content you get.
let me see if I can find it.
You know, I don't want to know what you're looking for after that little
This.
conversation. What that brought up.
That's literally on the side of the restaurant.
Can you handle?
Can you handle 9 inches?
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That is literally on the side of the restaurant.
And you went right in there.
I've gone
Oh
there
my
like 20
goodness! You
times.
see the
like
comment?
1,000
You see the comment? You see the comment?
times.
5'9" guys.
5'9" guys.
Yeah, this is the other sign. This is
5'9" guys.
I think they made a movie about that, and it's on one of those websites that we can't really mention.
Oh.
let me see. Where is that picture? This one right here. This is on.
Scavenger to look for that
Ah,
picture.
dang it.
Yeah, I mean, should we maybe have your son go in a different room if you're going to be showing those kinds of pictures?
Oh, he's been to that restaurant with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy. I feel sorry for you, little man. Please do not partake in his activities, you little man. Did he point at the sign? He was like, "Daddy, we can't go in there." That's nasty.
Bro,
He's like, "Oh, hell no."
This is the owner, my boy, my boy Manuel. Look.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
no!
we did say only horns, so
Can you eat it all at once? Look at that. 61% of people say
It's
yes.
got to be. Hey, if it's men on there that say yes,
yeah.
It says, it says, bitch, please.
that was your boy that did that.
Oh, yeah.
You need to lose.
And
his
look,
number.
he's even wearing my sombrero here.
You need to lose his number.
Oh,
Look,
oh,
that's my sombrero.
yeah.
Asking people if they can handle 9 inches long.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy that was at the Alamo Brewery before the championship game?
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
But there's a video of him where he comes out and he's like, he has an accent, right? And because he's from Mexico, and he talks about he calls his customers chunky babies, right? And he's like, "Hey, chunky babies."
I've had my share.
In San Antonio,
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure you've had in San Antonio. You just go to Ojos
Yep.
Locos, you can get pick up one tonight. You know,
I don't need crabs in my eyes.
Is it on Marbach?
I'm
That's
sure
actually
there's
close.
one on Marbach.
There's no Host Locos close to Marbach.
Yeah,
Not that I
there
would
is.
know.
I mean, you already said it, so we know you know.
But
Driven by it. You know, he's driven by it.
How you spell it?
Brian, you know where that one is.
You know, you're talking about the one. It's like 410 and
Ingram.
Bandera or something. Yeah, Ingram.
It's between
whatever.
it's between Bandera and
thank
Ingram.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been to that one. Had a tower of Dos Equis there one time. Girls are twice the size, half the fun.
I would think that would be opposite, but okay.
Not at Ojos Locos. We're thinking
Really?
Twin Peaks.
No.
Twin
Yeah.
Peaks, they're half the size and twice the fun. But Ojos Locos, they're twice the size and half the fun.
Uh-oh.
We are going to win the
Bullshit.
championship.
No. Look
Wait.
at his helmet. Look at his
What
helmet.
is,
That's a
Oh.
Renegade's helmet.
oh, he's got one of those special helmets. Okay,
Fuck.
that makes sense.
What, one of the baby powder blue ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Hell
miss-
no, y'all.
It's just missing the
Y'all ain't-
propeller.
Y'all ain't winning no damn. Ain't winning no damn championship.
I don't know. I guess we'd have to ask Mr. Glasses up there because we're sleeping on Arlington again.
Oh yeah.
Why are we listening to DJ's voicemails?
This Kevin Durant.
I just think how y'all consume
Oh,
games
okay.
is trash. Like, are you good or not? I agree.
Look, Joseph's got the right idea.
There you go.
I mean,
That needs to go up there.
Yeah, there we go. Right
Yes.
here.
Go Brahmas.
Go
I don't know about the
Brahmas.
second comment.
There you go. Yep. Go Spurs.
Go
There you go.
Spurs. What up,
Right.
Peter Wemby?
Go Wimby.
Go Wimpy? Okay.
Wimby.
I'm just hating because I'm not a basketball fan, guys. I'm sorry. I get the excitement behind it, and Budo Pinchy
Puro
Wimby.
PJ Wimby.
Okay. I mean, I'll give you guys that, right? And I do love the history of the Spurs. Spurs have been an incredible team with some incredible players, right? David Robinson, one of the absolute nicest guys on the planet, right? We actually
Talking
ran
about like
into him.
nice is like you met him in real life.
100%
Did
met him
you-
in real life several times.
You can meet him at the Sea Island. He likes Sea Island seafood. All
We
time he's
actually
there.
we met him at I think it's Los Patios on Redland Road, and he came in with his wife. The cool thing I absolutely respect about San Antonio fans. He walked in, he said hi, waving and enjoyed his meal. Nobody bothered him. When he was ready, he was like, "Okay, folks, I want to come visit with you now." And then everybody came over and said, hey, and took pictures and whatever. And then the people that didn't come and see him, he went over to everybody's table, which, I mean, I'm not a basketball fan, but I know David Robinson, right? He came by and said, hey guys, how's it going? You know, how's your meal and everything? And it was like, I get it. Like, you're David Robinson, but like, you don't work here. Why are you asking me about my meal, man? He's just that nice of a guy.
He's
you
a
know?
good dude. He is a good dude.
He is an incredible person.
The smile that he always has is a genuine smile.
So
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so we actually met the first time I met Robinson was when the Spurs were still playing. I think it was in '99 when the Spurs were still playing in the Alamo Dome for Tim Duncan's first year. I worked for a company that worked on, the life safety systems at the Alamo Dome. So me and my buddy, when, we were goofing off one day, we went out, checked out the basketball court, because this is the finals, right? And then as we're coming back, the Knicks were coming out onto the court to do their shoot arounds. Patrick Ewing was there. He was in a boot, and I'll never forget it because we were on one side of the walkway, he was on the other. And I guess either because he's a jerk or because of the boot or something, he listed over to our side and almost stepped on one of my friends. And didn't even say anything. He was just like, man, get out of my way. Screw you, man.
Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, Patrick Ewing. So in the meantime, we go back into the hallway, and David Robinson is, coming from the player entrance at the loading dock there to go into the dressing room. And he stops to talk to us. Hey, fellas, how's it going? What are you guys working on here today? Sir, you make more in 10 seconds than I make in a year. Like, why are you wasting time talking to me, man? But he was just that cool, So it was an awesome time to be there. And ever since that point, every time I've run into David Robinson, he's just always been like salt of the earth guy, man. So for that alone, I love him. I love the Spurs for that, but I'm not watching basketball. That's just not my thing. So hopefully Wimby will capture some of that essence that the team has been known for being like the good guys, and can just kind of keep that going. That would be awesome.
He will. I can see it.
I hope so.
No.
The thing is that, look, the Spurs bring the city alive. They bring life to the city in a way that no other organization does.
Oh, absolutely.
From a sports perspective. I mean, it'd be cool if the Brahmas were able to do that, but they got a long way to go before they can.
Oh yeah.
Long way.
I'm excited for Wimby and all that. I'm so nervous about all the press he's been getting. And I guess that's kind of the day and age that we are now, and all that stuff, because we didn't have social media when Tim Duncan came out or Robinson, but I'm like, man, they're making up this guy to be a better prospect than LeBron James and stuff, and I'm like, just let the guy.
Wimby?
let the guy grow into his role. You know.
Well, there's a lot of people better than LeBron James because LeBron James is a quitter.
Well, yeah.
I ain't gonna respond on that.
Oh no, I've said that since 2004 when he quit in those Olympics.
Nah. He,
You know
he's got he has the pure athletic ability to be the greatest player ever. He doesn't have the will to win, the will to just absolutely dominate everybody in his path like Jordan does and like Kobe had, So if he had that, he'd be the greatest player ever. He just doesn't.
Wait, is it the player or the team? What if one of the bigger markets drafted him?
It's all on the fit. With Wemby, it was on the fit. Like I feel like I had a discussion with a few people about that. How would he be on like a different team if if he would have? How would he be on a different team? He would have went to a different team. But everybody believed that Wemby was a perfect fit for Pop.
Yeah.
And he's good. He's good with those type of players.
He was hoping the Spurs would get him. You could see his reaction when the Spurs got the number 1 pick.
When the Rockets when they weren't number 1, he was like,
yeah.
Can we talk about the NBA commissioner real quick?
Adam Silver.
What about him?
The
Dude,
thumb.
I watched just like a 10-second clip while I was at the gym the other night when they did the NBA draft.
You don't go to the gym. You mean
Shut your ass.
You mean gyms?
Yeah, whatever. It's all the same. Shut up, fat boy. You can't even lift up your fupa. Shut up, man.
I can lift this. That's all that matters.
I literally texted Brian and I was like, that's really great that the Houston Rockets allowed Powder to make their draft choice for him.
Yeah.
Get some sun, dude. Jesus.
Hey, maybe he allergic to it.
Allergic to the sun?
Yeah, a lot of people like that, man. I met people
It's called albino.
I met people that was allergic to the grass.
Well, certain type of grass.
Can you get it Fred's Fish Fry?
Probably. It's mixed in with that fish. It's probably artificial.
Oh, you know what
That's all
though?
it is.
If you go down, but where I live on Hildebrand, if you go down Hildebrand going towards 281,
What's up?
there's a sign that it's a dispensary, and it's called the Purple Dragon Dispensary. It's a purple building, and there's a sign with an arrow that says "Free Weed 21 Plus" right on Hildebrand. I kid you not.
You're not supposed to have that.
Walk in there, they hand you a bunch of dandelions.
The thing is that they're not selling it.
You're still not supposed to possess it. It's illegal to possess it.
I thought they decriminalized a certain amount. You can have up to a certain amount.
Well, I mean, Texas has, made like the medicinal and all the oils and all that crap legal.
But as long as it doesn't have THC, if it has
Right.
THC, then it's illegal.
Yeah,
Right. The CBD, 100% safe, 100% legal, whatever.
And it might be that it might be that they give you like the non-THC weed and it's like smoke this, but like don't feel anything. I don't know. I don't smoke, so I that's a Jackie question.
It's
yeah. Pick the wrong topic for her not being here.
Only when she's in Vegas, though. Only. She's in Vegas.
What jersey? Hold on.
Yeah.
See, I'm the one wearing a jersey. Boy, you know
Yep.
what jersey I'm wearing. I'm rocking the Wemby jersey.
yeah. After all those breakfast tacos, Wimby's going to have to probably get another size bigger or two. So
He's gonna be wearing this size jersey. This is an XL. He probably fits into like a youth large tall tee or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully he
Yeah, but-
goes to the Giannis school of bulking up.
nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Giannis did bulk up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They saying I'm kind of going back to his he said the hype is justified. I think it is. I think it is.
He's done good
he
in
did.
the
Oh,
Euro
yeah.
League.
He's pretty good. I mean, and they saying, and I know they say that about a lot of like big explosive type of players. They're like, oh, he's gonna be the next LeBron James and everything. I'm like, okay, but he's gonna be. I think he's like a if he get his shot like that, like really really good, he could probably be a little taller Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant is slim and skinny too,
Yeah.
but he can dunk and he gonna be like a Kevin Durant mixed with like a Sean Bradley.
But
You
see,
know,
I don't want him to be the next LeBron James or the next Kevin Durant. Or I want him to be the first Wemby.
Yeah, but I feel like, especially kind of in the playoffs and kind of towards what I was watching at the end of the season, the league seems like it's kind of transferring back to a big man league. It went away from that for the longest time. It was just shoot threes the whole time, but it seems like
Steph
it's going
Curry.
back to that. Yeah,
That's because Steph Curry's getting old. That's why.
maybe. Yeah, and some of the teams have figured, hey, you got three short guys on the perimeter, you get a really dominant big man, you can kind of overpower them. But it's kind of like it's gone back to the style of basketball that I love watching. Like I love watching the pound, like
Bill Laimbeer
in the
style
post. Yeah,
basketball.
I love that basketball.
The pound.
I'm not a fan of the just jack up shots.
The pounded in the hole in the paint. The
He just
pound-
loves seeing those balls get
Just
pounded in
pound
the hole.
Just pound the hole, man.
If only they had a team called the Browns in the NBA and just pound that brown hole.
Man, people had. Hey, I've been seeing so many videos like of analysts getting caught saying some crazy stuff. Charles Barkley up there at the top, man. Charles Barkley is up at the top.
That
I'm getting
is
ready.
what she said.
That is what she said.
Well, look, I gotta show you guys this video. I'm about to make a TikTok out of it.
You know you can share it, bro. You can share it on here.
Well, no, because I gotta do it on my phone.
Oh.
So hold on, let me take off my headphones. Hold on.
Pleasure. David Robinson,
Tell him.
Tim Duncan, and now Wemby. We don't even need to pronounce his whole name.
All right, but before that,
I'm gonna go to San Antonio.
Shit.
Yo, this man right here said something about your former city coach.
All I said.
Oh, San Antonio boring.
No, I just said it was boring for the league to have Wembanyama go to San Antonio.
Are you up for an extension here at CBS?
Wow.
Hey, he's not the first one. This is not the first time I heard. Even what's my man name? Steven Jackson said the same thing. He was like, I heard him on a podcast as well. He was like, San Antonio is not. All you want to do in San Antonio is get fat. That's what they said.
Right.
Well, and Steven Jackson hates San Antonio though. He's got a grudge against San Antonio.
Yeah,
And
He got traded or some shit like that.
He played like shit here.
he got traded, then he came back. He didn't play very good. Him and Pop got into it, and he got cut.
right. But he's not the only one that has a beef with San Antonio. And let's be honest.
Richard Jefferson.
You know what? Screw Dick Jefferson.
Who?
Richard Jefferson. Exactly.
I thought he said
Exactly.
screw. I thought he said
Dick
screw Big
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
No, he said
Dick
screw
Jefferson.
Dick. He said screw Dick.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So Steven Jackson, I definitely heard.
But
go ahead, Jay.
just going to say San Antonio is not, for considering it's the 7th largest city in the United States, it's the 3rd largest city in Texas. We are not known for being this huge. We're 2nd largest.
Only Houston's bigger than us.
Not waist size, Brian.
No, hey, we're number one.
Yes.
No,
Antonio
actually,
numero uno.
waist size, that's the Valley, boy.
Well, it's
McAllen, Brownsville.
it done lapped over into San Antonio now. So, but
Oh, no. McAllen is still number one.
we are not known for being this huge bustling metropolis that you're going to go and have all these different kinds of, cultural events and arts and, just a nightlife and all this stuff. San Antonio rolls up the sidewalks at 2:00, right? What other major metropolis does that? New York doesn't do that. The Metroplex doesn't do that. Houston, you can get in all kinds of trouble any time of day. San Antonio is a pretty laid back city, right? You guys know the whole slogan, keep San Antonio lame, because of Austin's keep San Antonio weird. That's a good thing. Like, people can bash us all they want. Wemby's going to come here, and if he turns out to be the player that everybody's hyping him up to be, he's going to have an incredible career. He's going to become a Hall of Fame player, and he's not going to get into a single ounce of trouble because there's not that much to get into trouble here with. Yeah. He's going to be another.
You go to Marbach.
Well, at worst, you're going to buy like illegal merchandise. Maybe some bootleg DVDs.
He's gonna buy.
Dude, where's my carro?
He's gonna buy a fake Wemby jersey off Marbach.
Yep. And
it's gonna be one of those ones that says like half Spurs and then half Mets 92.
Daddy.
Nice.
No.
But again, right? Have the good players come here and live a quiet life and have an incredible career and ride off into the sunset. Like, that's what you should do as a professional player.
No.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah,
like,
you shouldn't be.
Like the worm, 17,000 different colors, and have 15 STDs and whatever else. So yeah, have Wemby come here. This is going to be the best place for him to come and have a real career, put up incredible numbers, become a Hall of Fame player, and then just do a Tim Duncan and ride off into the sunset.
So let me ask y'all this: How do you feel about? Because I see a lot of people talking about WrestleMania. Well, not a lot of people, but a couple people.
Well, everybody on our chat.
Yeah.
Talking about WrestleMania. Are y'all wrestling fans or?
Nope.
I watched it for a little bit in the early 2000s. I played the games on Nintendo or Super Nintendo with in the 90s, and that's about as much wrestle experience as I had.
Yeah, I watched it in the 90s, early 2000s, and then I probably stopped when I went to college because I didn't have cable and I didn't have time, which was 2000. I haven't really watched it since 2008. So, like, I don't really know. I know, like, Roman Reigns and
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
I don't know the other people, man.
Exactly.
Oh, Big E. I think Big E still do wrestle.
I thought he got hurt.
We're having a lot of the older guys come back too.
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he fighting with his son and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
they got some.
And I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to play on some of the nostalgia from the older folks like me, and connect the younger folks.
Yeah.
But this will show you how long it's been since I've been involved in the whole wrestling scene. Nice. Yes.
That's college life.
That's college life, baby. You spice it up with a little bit of ketchup from, McDonald's when you can steal their ketchup packets, or maybe some of the salsa from Taco Bell when you can snag one or two of them. Do what?
I said, let me tag McDonald's in here.
There you go.
Let them know you still in the ketchup.
Hashtag dun 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 dun. But there used to be a local wrestling place here over on the south side somewhere. I can't remember.
River City Wrestling.
Was it River City Wrestling?
Yeah, they're still going.
Back in the early 80s?
Oh, no. Oh, you're talking about Southwest Texas Wrestling. You're talking about that.
Something like that. It was where, some of the up-and-comers...
That's the territory from back then, yeah.
Yeah. So I specifically remember, I think I was 10 or 11 years old, and we went to a wrestling event. I went with my stepmom, and my stepmom and my dad were hardcore wrestling fans. And my stepmom at the time, I think she was maybe 4'11", 5 foot. She got so pissed off at this one match. She stood on her chair, pulled a hairbrush out of her purse, and threw it at one of the guys in the place forever. And I was like, I don't want to live this life. This ain't my thing. So I'm done with wrestling. And this is back when, Hogan was still big, and Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior and Sting.
Yeah, that's Southwest Championship Wrestling is what you're talking about, that territory.
Yeah. And so when that happened, I was like, thanks, but no thanks. I'm done. So like Landon saying, the wrestling death matches are crazy, and
That's ECW stuff right there.
well, just all of it. It's like, I got to meet Shawn Michaels on accident one time. So there was that Chinese buffet that was on Stone Oak Parkway. That's basically right across from Cornerstone, right?
Yeah.
I'm standing in line, and there's this guy with curly long hair in front of me, and I'm like, who's this guy? Because
so you met Mullet Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. And I was like, something's wrong. Something's off here. Like, I feel like I recognize this guy, but I don't know him. Like, who is he? So I had to do the obligatory kind of lean to the side and sneak a peek. And I was like, holy crap, it's Shawn Michaels. This is back when, we still had flip phones and when the camera phone first kind of came out. So, I snuck the picture and sent it to a buddy, and I was like, hey man, your guy's here. Cause he was a huge Shawn Michaels fan. And, buddy just went absolutely crazy. And he's like, give me an autograph, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nah. I mean, dude's trying to eat lunch with his family, man. And we're at a Chinese buffet. Leave him alone, But like, that was the end of it. Like, I remember back in the day when, Texas was like the hotbed for wrestling. All the Von Erichs and everything were coming out. And like this was the place where legends were made. And then, like I said, after that experience, I was like, you guys keep making legends without me. Like, go on, do your thing. So,
well, San Antonio's still big in the wrestling community, wrestling world. I know that. Like, I wanted to be a wrestler, and I was going to sign up for the Hybrid School of Wrestling when I first moved here back in 2014. They had just opened up, but they wanted $4,000, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have that money.
God dang.
So, yeah. But that was going to put me through like I think 3-month training program. And then they would start booking me to like matches and stuff like that. And like, I'd become a professional wrestler. But I was like, yeah, I didn't have $4,000 to just drop at that time. I had just moved here from Salt Lake City, having quit my job with no job lined up, and I was like, I'll figure it out when I get here. That's where I was at that time in life.
That's interesting, right? Because we always relate back to the iterations, the different iterations of the XFL, whether it's 1.0, 2.0, and I saw the documentary. If you guys ain't seen it, I can't remember what service it's on, but man, it's just so interesting to see the growth of like how time was back then with like how big wrestling was, because that big wrestling was huge right there. The Rock was coming out talking it before the game started, and I think they had a scramble for the ball, who get the ball first in the middle of the field. Like, it was just so gimmicky. And now you look now and you see the XFL now, it just feels so professional. Like, you can't even tell that they actually had a 1.0. How the time has changed and how the game has changed. It's so crazy, man.
Well, even I remember from 1.0, like the documentary you're talking about is on ESPN Plus, by the way.
Okay.
And they
this is the XFL or something. This is the XFL or something like that.
Yeah. And I'll never forget. I mean, obviously everyone knows He Hate Me, but there was that one quarterback who got knocked out, like knocked out at the end of or at the week before, and then he comes out the week after starting, and this guy, like, now it would be like he'd be in like 3-week concussion protocol. Like, that's how dirty the hit was. And he comes out and they ask him, they're like, are you okay to play? He's like, let me ask you 2 questions. 1, is this or is this not the XFL? 2, do I have a pulse? Let's play some ball. And then he just runs out and play. And I'm like, that's a dumb response, but I mean, okay, cool. But yeah, like, and then the scramble for instead of a kickoff, like, people were getting hurt for that, and like, but there's a lot of things that they also brought that not just the NFL uses, but like so many other sports have adopted, like the Skycam. That was an XFL invention. The instant replay, the reviews, that was an XFL thing. Challenges, that was and you look at it, and it's not just like NFL is going and using challenges. Now they have in soccer, they have the video assisted referee where they can go and like ask to have a play reviewed if it was really a goal or if it was offsides or whatever. And like,
Hey, buddy.
it's like the impact that XFL 1.0 has had on professional sports today is a lot deeper than what people realize.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So did you guys? Because I know.
I mean, even baseball is using.
I know Brian and Jay is a little older. So did you guys experience the?
Come on now.
No shots, man. No shots.
Come on now.
Did you guys experience the USFL?
The
The original one was a little
Yes.
before my time.
Okay.
So probably right around your time, Jay.
No, because the original USFL was like in the
In the
late
80s,
70s,
I
wasn't it?
80s.
Early 80s. Eric
Yeah,
Dickerson
okay.
time.
Okay. I remember hearing the stories about it, but keep in mind, I mean, I was 5 in 1980, and we had just moved here from Wisconsin in 78. So I didn't have a lot of those connections. When I was younger, the only thing I was thinking about was turning 18 and moving back to Wisconsin. Like, that's all I cared about. And it wasn't until I started, getting older and kind of getting wiser and realizing how much better, like the reasons why my parents moved down here. But I did miss out on the original USFL. I did get to catch some of like the World League. You'd get the newspaper articles about like San Antonio Force, things like that. But to actually catch a Gunslingers game, no. I mean, I missed out on.
No, yeah, I never saw the Gunslinger. I did watch the Rough Riders at Alamo Stadium for whatever league that was. I was probably 7, 8 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the reason why I asked that was because I just wanted first I just wanted to know if he was around that time because I spoke to my father, my uncle-in-law, I guess, my father-in-law's brother, and I asked him and asked them. They all around pretty much like the same age, not far apart from each other, but they all grew up around that time. And I asked them who was because I wanted to know like the impact that the USFL had. Because if you go back and watch the highlights on YouTube, you can see how filled those stadiums was. I'm talking about like they look like NFL games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it was so packed. So I'm like, okay, so was the NFL going on? Was the AFL going on? What was the premier, the superior league? Like, but from
NFL by far.
From the looks, I was like, huh?
Well, the
NFL by
NFL
far.
had the money. It had the money and the backing.
Yeah.
And the longevity. The USFL though was a
Why
real
was
threat.
Why was the stands? I want to know what's your opinion. Like, why was the stand so full?
Tickets were cheap.
They were also getting big names out of college. Like they were poaching talent from the NFL, like Eric Dickerson, for example. Straight
Was
out.
he a high draft pick, or was he like a?
Like he was the number one running back.
Okay.
Like and so,
Yeah.
but the thing is that at that during that time, like you either chose to go to the NFL or you chose to go to the USFL. And when they picked up Eric Dickerson, other players were like, "Huh, if Dickerson's going to this league, this must be legit." So then other players started to follow suit. I think who else was there? Joe Montana was there for a little bit, or no?
I don't know if Montana was, but I know Jim Kelly was there for a while.
Jim Kelly, So there's a lot of big named now that are NFL names now that started in the USFL, and like because Eric Dickerson was like the first domino that fell, that was like, oh, this league is legit. Like I should go play for this league instead of the NFL because they gave him a big contract. and they were
But
like,
was they
starting
making?
to
They
pick
wasn't
up
a $1 billion business though yet. NFL, right?
Not yet. Like they were paying like money that they didn't have. You
The
know,
USFL.
the USFL, and
Okay.
so that was the problem with the gunslingers, the San Antonio Gunslingers in the USFL, is that the owner was an oil guy who financed the team with money that didn't exist. There was it was basically a commander situation where players weren't getting paychecks,
That's the issue right there.
and
Yeah.
Competing with them.
like the stadium that they played in was Alamo Stadium, right off of 281.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
where the Gunslingers played, and their team offices were portable trailers in the parking lot
Alamo Stadium. Where's
of
that?
Alamo Stadium.
Let
Yeah,
me look it up.
Well,
and
so DJ, it actually gets even worse. And so what Jorge is saying is 100% correct, that the team was sponsored on imaginary money. Look up some of the stories from former players. Literally, they would get their paycheck
Whoa.
at the end of the game. Like Jorge knows where I'm going with this.
yeah,
The team manager would give them a paycheck at the end of the game and say, "Good luck, fellas." There was a bank that they would cash the checks in China Grove. And like the first 10, 15 people that could get there would get their checks cashed and get their
it
money.
would race down there.
Yeah, literally.
Race down 78 or 87.
It was like a cannonball run type situation. Whoever could get there first would get their money. And then after the money is gone, sorry, can't help you.
You didn't get paid.
Yep.
What y'all? I know we about to switch gears a little bit. What y'all think about this? I saw this. I was like, oh, that'd be interesting.
They should do a
Do
3
the
attempt
shootout. Do the 3 point. Do the shootout that they do right now in overtime, but instead just do all running plays from the 1 yard line.
Nah.
I don't like restricting it to just that.
I think it would get boring. Like it'd be fun.
It'll be over faster for sure.
It would be fun to watch the first time, but like by the fourth overtime game, you're like, just throw the ball.
Them goal line stops be crazy though. I like those goal line stops, man. We had one, with.
Oh yeah. No, I don't disagree, but for like the shootout situation, like we had when we played St. Louis, right? Let's imagine that game. Let's say that they tied, and then we've got to watch 3 attempts at running plays. Like Jorge said, the novelty of it would wear off really quickly, and by like the second or third game, you'd be like, dude, just throw the damn ball. You've got a receiver open right there.
Yeah, but the percentages all from the 1 yard line. The percentages.
But if you know that it's going to be a running play, that it has to be a running play,
they're going to stack the line.
May the best man win.
It's going to be the defense because they know that what's coming.
Yeah,
there's no way that the defense is going to stop me. If you got somebody
stop
big,
you.
No, I'm talking about just in general, like a team gonna think. We know everybody knows we're gonna run. So there's no way you about to stop me. I'm gonna do what I can to get out. Even if you do a pitch play, you can do you probably gonna do draw plays, but what if you catch them off guard with a pitch play or RPO play, something?
Here's the thing. All right.
But there's even RPO, there's no PO. It's just R.
No, what I'm saying is
R only.
No,
you're talking about doing an option.
Yeah. No pass. But what I'm saying, like the quarterback can keep it.
Your option is left or right or straight forward.
You automatically think like, oh, they're gonna do a running play with the running back. No, the quarterback can keep it.
Here's why that Arby go like wishbone and triple option here.
Here's why this wouldn't work. So you have your 7 guys on the line, right? You have so you have your 5 offensive.
Not to cut you off, Jorge. Reels and Heels. This is Horns Forward After Dark, and we're calling it our Only Horns channel. So that's why we're still going.
TV.
It's a little bit more gritty. So, yes. But here's why this wouldn't work. Like, so as a defense, there's going to be a run, and you're either going to run through the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7 gap, or the 2, 4, 6, 8 gap, right? And you can go to the outside. So you have your 7 guys on the line, which would be the 5 linemen, 2 tight ends on the edge. Because if you put them out at receivers, there's no point. because they're not going to be receiving. You're
Yeah.
just wasting a player. So you're going to stack the line, right? So what you do on defense is you put 5 guys down on the line to match each lineman, right? Then you fill the gaps with 3 linebackers. So you have a 5-3, basically an 8-man situation in the box. And then to cover the outside, you have the strong safety and the short safety in one corner to cover the outside runs.
Yeah.
That one person will spy
Hey,
the
your
running
best
back.
guy versus
One
my
person
best guy.
one person will spy the quarterback, one person will spy the running back, and one person will spy the fullback, and they will just follow them wherever they go. And the defense knows it's going to be a run, so they're going to be ready to go, and they're just going to crash in the middle. So the draw plays, all the holes are stuffed double. The outside plays,
I'll
you
take
have
that.
the fastest
Double
guy.
stuff in
It's-
the holes.
Hey,
With
y'all act like
filling.
nobody has ever scored on the 1 yard line.
But
No,
on,
and I'm
play,
not-
on a run play. So
I'm-
it's possible.
I'm not-
You make it seem like it
It's
ain't
possible.
Yeah.
No, it's possible, but you also
You
have
know
to
they
take
running.
into
Even if
you have to
But
take
even on the ones that do score, there's still the threat of a pass.
exactly.
So
There's that
your
variable.
secondary has to play those receivers.
hey, but guess what? Ask Seattle.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was a dumb move. They
Ask
had the
Seattle.
best running back. They didn't use beast mode, and they gave it to Russell Wilson to screw up.
Yep. That's all.
Yeah,
you,
hell
man.
yeah, yeah.
That's all you.
That's
You-
like
I thought you ain't watch
2
wrestling.
months away. I'll watch it. I mean, I have no idea what's going on, but I'll watch it.
I heard AEW is taking over though.
If there's food and beer there, I'll be there. You know, it don't matter.
9 inches of food.
Bring an eggplant.
Oh,
I
wow.
will. With me all the time.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's in the back though. Oh, that's horrible. Brian, you should be ashamed of yourself.
what is
Never.
Forbidden Door?
The forbidden door. The forbidden door is what.
Watch your forbidden door.
that-
Watch your forbidden door.
the forbidden door is at that Savvy Sliders place that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch those savvy sliding into your forbidden door.
Oh my God. And this is why we're doing this after hours, folks.
Man, we be
And
on
why-
there for a while.
While we're not doing it on a Brahma sanctioned channel.
Yeah.
Nope.
What else we got?
Titties and beer.
So-
Titties and beer.
Yep.
The
Ojos
Ojos
Locos
store.
door. So
No,
I guess-
well, you might need an extra wide door for that. Like probably some French doors, because the girl's gonna take up like door and a half.
easily. So, and Florida, Brian, I mean, you'd have to let probably most of us know like how big. Obviously, wrestling is huge here in San Antonio. That the wrestling events that come here, they sell the Alamo Dome out. So
Oh yeah.
it's got to be like a real thing.
Have
I
the
mean, San
have the
Antonio
WrestleMania been here before?
Loves anything from the 90s. Still.
Not in San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio.
Closest it's been is in Dallas and Jerry World.
What was that wrestling event that was here recently?
Royal Rumble,
Probably like
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Okay.
which
Yeah,
is more fun than the
Oh yeah,
WrestleMania.
got people
in
coming
my
out every
opinion.
minute or every 30 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, and you get like the surprise like appearances and stuff.
Yeah. It was weird seeing Edge, man.
That dude's
Like,
old
them
as
the
dirt.
core, like them the ones I missed. The core wrestlers like Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, Kane, Undertaker, Big
Hack.
Show, Kurt Angle, Christian, Edge, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, like them the Sting, like all I know Sting still do AEW,
Ha-
but the Crown
Hacksaw
thing,
Jim Duggan,
that's
the-
not my era. That's not my era.
Oh,
Midnight Express, the
That's
Rock
not
and
my
Roll
era.
Express,
That's
the
not my era.
Bushwhackers.
That's not my era. My
Yes,
era, my
dude.
era is the early 2000s to late, or pretty much like the 2000s.
Yeah, mine was
Because
like
I stopped
80s,
watching it
bro.
like 2009, 8.
I vaguely remember when that kind of came out and was like, nah.
you don't
Yeah.
remember Doink the Clown?
I do. It was just like, nah. You know?
Well, no, I mean he was dumb. Yeah,
Bret
Yeah.
Hart. D-Generation X.
Brett,
Yeah, X-Pac.
It was Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Midnight
Bret Hart?
Express, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Bret Hart.
No,
I know Bret Hart.
the Hart Foundation.
Hart Foundation. There you go.
Chris
And then they had the
Benoit.
British Bulldog too.
Benoit Balls?
Nah, the Chris Benoit, the angry Benoit.
No,
Angry
so
Benoit
it's
Balls?
You don't know what Chris Benoit did?
Chris, it's
I'm saying, you know.
I don't think he's.
I don't think he heard you, Jay.
I don't want to hear what this man. That's why I'm trying to ignore him on purpose. Money in the Bank. Ain't that like some? See, the thing is, right? This new wrestling, it's throwing me off, man. It's throwing me off. I don't like it.
So this is a great opportunity for, like, you have all these different leagues going on and all this different stuff and all these different events. And, yeah, I would be worried about like market oversaturation, like what happened with UFC. Like everybody used to watch UFC. And then it got to a point where UFC was on literally every weekend. And there was some kind of event, whether it was, you know, like the Ultimate Fighter TV show, or, you know, they'd have the pay-per-view stuff.
Then they got Power Slap.
Yeah, it's like every other weekend there's some kind of UFC thing, and it's like I don't. This is like 4 generations of fighters removed from the guys that I know, and it was only 10 years ago.
Right.
You know, so there's just way too much market. I would think there would be way too much, you know, market saturation of the product, and people just they don't really care. But I guess maybe I'm wrong in that. You know, and how many storylines can you possibly recycle? You know,
yeah, that's true.
All of them.
Apparently, it's
That's true.
literally like, you know, soap operas, but with dudes fighting.
What it is, you know.
Yeah. So, but
What is he
if that's
doing?
your thing, hey man, that's cool. You do you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I gotta check out that Dark Side of the Ring. What is that like? Like how they all behind the scenes type of stuff.
yeah. Well, I specifically remember, like, you know, back in the day, a lot of the fighters, like Ric Flair, did it a lot.
Yeah,
Right,
Ric Flair.
Yeah, he'd carry some kind of, you know, razor blade or something in his wrist wraps, and when it was time,
CM
like he'd
Punk.
cut himself. And there was one time where he cut himself a little too deep, and that's the one where you see where like all his hair is just, you know, his bleach blonde hair is just red, and his whole face is red and everything because he cut himself a little too deep, and face wounds bleed a lot.
Oh, that's what he did. He cut himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that was called for in the script. Well, it was called for something like that to happen, to kind of over exaggerate, you know, the violence of the fight, if you will.
And when I found out that shit was fake, I was like, oh no.
Bro, look, have you guys ever seen the video of, like, this is during the pandemic, of the one little kid who's clearly too young to know Chris Benoit doing Chris Benoit things?
I've not
No.
seen
What's Chris
Oh.
Benoit things?
Check this out.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Nah, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, like that is like that little kid. Someone had to tell him.
Somebody had to introduce that to him.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like that little kid is way too young to know Chris Benoit, and
In
like,
that regard, yeah.
I'm just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh
God.
my god,
That's brutal.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so what other off the wall subject are we going to talk about here before we decide to wrap it up?
Ooh, Daddy.
I might have to wrap it up.
Y'all got
'cause
any questions for us?
My son's bedtime is now 3 hours past due, and
Only.
if my wife comes home and sees that he's still awake, she's gonna be mad.
You think?
Just means
I
he's
think-
gonna sleep in extra tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
Daddy pool.
Well, I just found out that I gotta be at freaking Mission Concepcion at 8 a.m. for my son's game tomorrow.
I think you'll be fine.
I'm gonna be
Take
tired
it.
where I'm gonna be.
No, what you need is a Zoa energy drink for that full energy rush that is healthy and sugar free.
Mhm.
Be a Zoa warrior today or tomorrow. I mean,
Speaking of shameless plugs, where would you find such energy drinks at?
you can find Zoa at any Costco or at your local grocery retailer. Or on Amazon.com.
All the submarine stuff.
You owe us, Dwayne. At least a case for that plug.
What do we
I
think
know,
about
I like-
the, what
I
do we
like
think
the
about the
blue one.
submarine stuff? What's your thoughts on the submarine stuff?
Man, that's messed up the way people are making memes about it.
Well, I was
Like-
gonna show y'all some memes, but I'm not going to anymore.
Why would anybody sink so low?
Well, the thing is, like,
Hey,
well,
Boom.
I'm just saying, like, have we gone like that low as a society that, like, when something tragic, like, these are families that people's family members that died.
Yes.
Bro, yes, we have. Because humans have been degenerates since the beginning of time.
That's true. But I mean, like,
Oh, y'all can see.
the,
I
as
don't
I've
see the
learned,
wording.
No.
as I've learned about what
That's right.
happened with the submarine stuff, the one thing that I've heard is that they did not suffer.
That you know
Because it happens like that.
that's the best thing. Like as soon as it imploded, they got crushed, they died. Like it happened in a split second. They didn't
Yeah.
suffocate. You know, so I mean, if I'm gonna go, that's the way I want to go.
They are
Right.
one with the ocean.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
death may have been quick, but I mean, and I hate to say it, I hate to be the grim guy, but I'm sure there was at least a somewhat extended period of fear before that happened. The submarine creaking and making noises, and you know something's about to go wrong, and then having that panic and anxiety. Hopefully it didn't happen. Hopefully it just went bink, done.
Yeah.
But I gotta believe that sub might have put up a little bit more resistance than that before that happened. I hope not.
Well,
I pray to God not. But
And I know that they've interviewed people who are like professional submariners, and they asked them, like, with looking at the schematics of like the submarine and stuff, they're like, would you get into it? And they're like, not in a million years could you pay me enough to get into that unless I was like, unless I wanted to die.
yeah.
I mean, you have to sign like a 150-page document that basically says I'm going to a floating death trap and I'm probably going to die going in this thing. You know, I mean, it may sound crass, it may sound rude, but am I supposed to feel bad for you? You know, I mean, you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the kid.
I feel bad for the
kid.
family. Yeah, I mean, the kid really didn't. It seems like he didn't want to go from the news stories. You know, like that sucks. You know, but all the other jackasses that were there, like you knew what you were getting into. You knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the size of a
Unfortunate.
minivan. 5 people, they couldn't stand up.
Yeah, and there's no way I would do that. You can
No.
sit down for however many days. No, heck
You've
no.
done other things in
Go-
minivans before, Brian. Shut up.
The party bus.
Wait,
Was
a
it
certain
white and windowless?
kind of bus?
Yeah, the party bus.
No.
It's
I
like
think
the
you're
energy
talking about a
drink that
different-
rhymes with rang.
Yeah, a different kind of bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bus.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you start hearing Barry White playing out of nowhere.
Let's get
The-
it on.
The back
Yeah,
turns
yeah,
into like
nice.
a spinning fuzzy bed.
Mm-hmm. Disco ball for the dome light. Yeah.
And then to make it even more weird, a camera with a ring light pointed right at the bed.
Yeah, that's
It sounds
weird.
sounds from experience there.
9 inches
Pretty
of meat,
much.
yeah.
This is a 9 inch.
And a couple of 9 inches long and some savvy sliders. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
good
You got a
stuff.
9-inch savvy slider.
there you go.
All right, y'all. I'm about to roll out.
Yeah, I think we've hit our
On
limit
that
of degeneracy, if you will.
I
Yeah,
gotta go.
I'm gonna head out, you guys. Y'all have
So-
a good
Peace
night.
out. Thank y'all for
Guys,
joining
if
us,
you
man.
like this, guys,
See
if
y'all
you
on the
like
next one.
this,
Go ahead, Joe.
let us know. We'd like to keep it going. Come up with some topics for us to throw around, kick around, whatever. But had a lot
Only
of fun.
horns.
Enjoy it. Only horns forward.
Deuces.
Hey guys, I
Horns.
appreciate
Wendy.
y'all let me join y'all this week,
Yes, sir.
man. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Only
All right.
horns, baby.
Only horns.
Only
See you
horns.